What's up, boys and girls, geeks and gamers, gangstars? See what I did there? Gangstars? Gangsters? This is HorsePLAY Live. Today is Thursday, February 12th, and this is episode 61, tentatively titled The Mustard Still Lingers, because, you know, we had that mustard thing back, at the end of the show, so we want to keep going with the mustard. It's yellow, it's just creamy goodness. Anyway, that's a callback to episode 60, where we had the biggest community call yet. Things kept going back to food somehow. We kept going off on food rants, like Yogi would say, ooh, mustard. And it just stuck. So, yeah. There will be more giveaways, deets, guys, in the new format, so sit tight. Before we get into all that fun ahead on this episode, guys and gals, robots, pansexuals, I'm joined, as always, by everyone's favorite filthy hardcore casual, Yogi Zilla. What's up, buddy? Jesus.
This is why I gotta skim over the
I did. I just
show.
didn't see pansexuals either. I'm sorry.
I want to spice it up a little bit. We're gonna keep switching things up, keep everybody on their toes, so they don't get used. We don't want it to get stale.
No.
So I said, so instead of saying the usual, geeks and gamers, I said geeks, guys, gals, robots, and pansexuals. We cover every demographic.
I understand. I'm not. You don't have to explain it to me, buddy. How you doing, bud? How you been this week?
Well, yeah, you already heard my rant earlier when we were playing Heroes of the Storm about how Comcast is full of shit and can suck a big fat hairy donkey sack. I've never had an ISP. I know AT&T is starting to do it now with their DSL and their Uverse, but having caps on regular broadband is stupid. Now, I know that for the longest they've been throttling connections, but just having it so that you keep on using it. Okay, I have my notification set up. If I didn't have text messaging set up, I wouldn't have known that I was getting close to the limit. So it warns me, and I'm like, and then it tells me I only have 29 gigs left on my plan. I'm like, the fuck? And I'm like, and then like 3 hours later, that 29 gigs was gone or something. I'm like, what the hell? When you're streaming and podcasting, and I don't put my bit rate that high. That 300 gigs is shit. What the fuck? Is that any ISP that does this, their executives should get herpes, uncurable herpes that breaks out into hideous boils and leaves behind hairy craters of nastiness. That pissing me off. And they do it because they know they dominate in certain. There's no, you can't switch. They're like, oh well, if you don't like it, sir, you could always switch. You're not locked to a contract. Oh, that's right. We're the only people in your area. Hew. Fuck you. That's what I say about it.
Tell us how you truly feel.
Comcast, listen. I know they got great referral programs and they make it seem really sexy. If you could go with Charter, Bright House, SBC, freaking Knology, or Wow Now, Time Warner Cable even, or RCN. Anything is better than fucking Comcast. I'm sorry, Lord Rakdos. He's eating and I'm getting very graphic. But I'm angry. I am angry. It's bullshit. And then at the top of it all, hidden fees. They charged me for a tech visit after they said they wouldn't, because it was their fault that they had to have a tech come out. Mm-hmm. I get bounced around. No one knows their head from their ass. And it's like, anytime you call Comcast, oh, hello, how may I help you?
I got it for you, buddy. Thank you for calling Comcast. I don't even know. I couldn't even do it anymore. It's so I laugh so hard every time I do it.
Freaking bastards,
Thank you for calling Comcast Customer Communications. How may I help you today? Yes, I would like this, please. Sorry, sir, I do not have that information to help you out today. I cannot help you. Is there anything else I could do for you today? You didn't help me at all, sir. I am so sorry for that, sir. Would you like to speak to my supervisor? Yes, very much so. Ring, 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 ring. Thank you for calling Comcast customer service. Sorry.
Wait, what the hell? Robbie's in the chat saying, I'm sad you guys didn't invite me to the show. We did.
Wait,
He
what?
said, yeah, he's talking shit. Dude, don't. Today's not the day. Usually I'm happy-go-lucky, but...
All right. Kick him out. Kick him out. Kick him out of TeamSpeak.
Frickin'.
Kick his channel. Everybody's gone.
Frickin'. You forgot to mention that. They need to go, yeah, Steve. Everybody Steam or Sam or Sarah.
Yeah, but that's like Microsoft. I have that down to a pack. Like, my name is Mike. Hello, thank you for calling Microsoft Technical Support. My name is Halibid with Teleban. You may call me Bob. How may I help you today? But,
Exactly.
I'm not making fun of those guys, so don't think of that. They're funny as hell. They're fun to make fun of, I guess. I don't know. I'm not being mean.
The thing is, Comcast has no shortage of money. They don't have to go overseas. Not like they're struggling. They're nickel and diming their customers. It's like they're trying to maximize profits. So, like, what the executives can get bigger, paychecks. Nicer incentives, nicer quarterly bonuses. They're not passing on the savings and the value to their customers. I'll tell you that. But yeah, BFT says my ISP I used in Kansas, I had to call customer support. Guy had a thick southern drawl, and it was nice. It was awesome. It is nice. You know what? I'd rather have an idiot in the States than an idiot overseas. Because the idiot overseas, is double the stupidity because there's a language barrier. No matter how well they speak English, And it's like, I explain it so simply. It's like, all right, before you go into you ask me 101 questions, I'm going to save you time. All I want to know is, what are your current plans? How much do they cost, and how much data usage I get on each level? And they go, okay, so let me confirm this. Do you what you do? I'm not even gonna bother to do it. If I do the voice, I can do the voice. But if I do the voice, I'm gonna get more angry. But let me confirm this. So what you're saying is you want to see if we can increase your speed. No. Speed is fine. Data usage cap is bullshit. And I said, I'm gonna save you more time. Before you tell me what kind of things I do with my internet and how much I think I'm gonna use, or no, you try to tell me how much speed how much of the data usage cap I need. I'm gonna tell you what I need, and I tell you it's not 300 gigabytes, and it's not 600 gigabytes either. That's for peasants. I need something more than that because, I'm gonna burn through it. Last month I used like 800, 900. You
need a terabyte, seriously.
Surprisingly, I'm not downloading porn or pirating anything. Like, I would understand. Like, if that's probably what the thing is. Like, you have to download a lot of porn and pirated software. People
don't realize how much it takes for us to stream and for us to podcast and all this stuff, guys. It takes a lot of bandwidth. It takes lot of storage, a lot of usage.
You want to hear something crazy, guys? And I'm looking at the chat. I'm looking at you, Opie. And I'm looking at the invisible audience. Not really here yet. All right. But Skype. Ever since Skype was taken over by Microsoft, right? It used to be they do I think their standard sample rate is 300 kilohertz, which we do our podcast at 96 kilohertz because we don't want to kill mobile devices. And 64 to 96 is still CD quality. You only really need 96 and 128, maybe higher, like 192 tops. If you're doing live recordings, like actual live music.
And we go 96 in mono too, so it's not like we were pulling a bunch of other with audio.
I actually went back to the stereo just because the mono, it wasn't that much of a difference in the size of the file, and it was actually more work. But yeah, the mono is fine. It was actually more work to down mix into mono and go through all that crap. But anyway,
all right. Well, let me know what you want to do it in.
Yeah, you can still record in the mono. It's fine. Okay. But I ended up doing a dual channel anyway. But that's behind the scenes stuff. But so Skype used to be about a gig an hour tops if you did video, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now it's pushing more like 2 gigs. Netflix. If you watch Netflix on HD, you're using about on a gig to 2 gigs per hour. And if you're doing Ultra HD, it's 3 to 5 gigs. So, all these people are like, man, I'm going to get myself a 4K TV and watch some Ultra HD. Think about this. If you're pushing 5 gigs of data usage per hour, you know, and then people, and then more assholes start doing the stupid data cap, the usage, the hard cap, because everybody follows your connection after a certain amount of time. They still say it like it's in the fine print, but actually charging you for the overage, like cell phone companies do on your broadband, right? Regardless of
Mm-hmm.
whether it's residential or business, Ultra HD, you don't people think about what you're asking for. 5 gigs. If you watch 4 hours of TV a day, that's 20 gigs right there. Times 30, that's already 600 gigs. That's not counting if you're doing porn and downloading stuff. So, and then if you're a streamer or a podcaster and you do live stuff, fuck. Beard and Hat, how you doing, buddy? You just caught me in the middle of a really big rant. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on though. I just want to share a little FYI though. Gaming surprisingly doesn't take that much data. Some games use megabytes on an hourly session, you know, because there's very little data they're sending out. So that's what keeps it fast. If it was big packets for like FPS or something, it would lag like to shit. But online gaming not so bad. But you know the way people use the internet has changed. People are watching, streaming more stuff, you know, podcasting and you know, well, anyway. What did I miss in the chat? I don't know. Why would you download port? Just stream it. Streaming is bad too.
I'm letting you just go to town, man. I'm there's no way I'm gonna interrupt this.
Did you see what Fatal said? Yogi is heated like a foreman grill in a dorm room. I thought I was over it too, Obi. We played Heroes of the Storm. We had a really good game. That was a really fast match. I didn't think we would be able to.
I told you, dude. Just let me get in there. Let me split push with Vala.
We had some terrible teammates in that first one. That was for Heroes of the Storm. That was a long match. Like 30 minutes for Heroes of the Storm is a long match. Usually like 10 to 15-minute matches, 20 minutes tops.
Well, especially because we do like we play the bot games. So I mean it should be only 15, 20 minutes, literally.
Yeah. No, it's true, but that was fun. That made me feel a little better. I got to vent, and I thought I would get it all out of my system. But the more I think about it, no. Let me help you, my customer. Very good friend. I help you. I don't even know what that was. Yeah. All right, moving on. How was your week?
A lot better than yours.
Yogi, that was fast, Zilla.
Yeah. No, it was
You know what I wish was
dude.
fast? You know what I wish was fast? Calling freaking Comcast. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Anyway, it was pretty good, man. We had a good weekend. Sunday was back to normal. We had a good Sunday dose with Beast and Adi, and we had a pretty good time. It was we had some flakes, but did really do nothing. I mean, I was sick for like, when did I get sick? Tuesday night.
You sounded like shit yesterday.
Tuesday night I was sick, started getting it, and it was all Wednesday and partly this morning, and my stomach's still not quite right, but I'm doing all right.
Yeah, same here.
I'm bowling again, of course, you know that, right? I would switch back over to my right hand.
Oh, bowling. Is this your first time?
I'm hurting, man. Yeah, it's first time I've ever bowled in my life, man.
It's good to try new things.
Yeah, it is. After, even though you dog me about it every week.
No, I like bowling. I just had to give you a hard time. As long as you don't talk about golf, we're good.
Oh man, that's the next thing I was going to talk about.
No, mini putt-putt. Mini putt-putt, mini golf, putt-putt, whatever you want to call it. That's cool. But if you talk about golf and like, oh, I just got a membership at the country club, I'm like, I'm done. Mm-hmm. So what do you have tonight on the show?
Oh, okay. Hey, I want to say something real quick. All right, now my son, he has his stuffed animals. Okay, he has his special night bear. He has his bear that he gets to bring with him out because he doesn't get to take that with him. He has a whole bunch of just stuffed animals. Well, my dog Sadie, you guys know her, got into his room while we were gone and literally ripped the face off of one of his bears. Well, if you guys have ever seen, like, when you see a kid cry when they first see their baby has ripped apart, I mean, the facial expression on this kid was just priceless. It was just
Even though he did it, even though they do it, right? Like they still freak out.
It was like this. It was like he was like. He ripped my beard. So we're trying to tell him that, hey, we're going over to Grandma's on Saturday. So Grandma can sew anything. Okay, we'll have the bear's face sewed back on. But I want it done now. Ah! So we had to make him a little makeshift hospital bed. Okay, has a basket, and then it's got a pillow, and then a bed, and it's on the stand. You know, if you guys seen on Twitter, my son got a new bed for race car bed. So it's got on the back end, it's got a little shelf. So he's got that bear on the shelf in a little hospital bed, and he's sitting there. I'm gonna be all right. Bad girl, Sadie. Bad girl. It was comical. If I would have thought about pulling out my phone, I would have had it ready to even just play right here. No, I did not get that. I have a lot of video of him for future snags and future embarrassment. Oh yeah, I will get him. You guys will see it on YouTube probably. That I will, embarrassments, the dad's #1 game. Isn't that about right, Yogi?
Yeah. And then when they're little, like, that's the most fun, because, they're not hogging up your internet bandwidth and running up your bill.
Tonight on the show, we also got quite a bit of talk about about in superheroes, tech, and what? Hold on. Tonight on the show, we also got quite a bit to talk about in superheroes, tech, and of course, video games, guys.
That was my bad. That's my fault.
And probably,
I don't know why I put the also
and 9
there.
times out of 10, I mean, we're probably going to talk about food as well, because that's what we do. We'll take more call-ins, so if you guys want to, get ready to call in right there on TeamSpeak. I'm sure one of the mods will get you guys the TeamSpeak info, or I'll do it in a second. But finally, we're going to keep the hype train going, guys. The latest hashtag of Mega Awesome giveaway and UBN initiatives. Wait, what? Innovate. What?
Yeah, you got it right. You got it right.
Initiatives. Okay, I was like, wait a minute. Did I say it wrong?
That one was not me. The first one, I don't know why I put the also. Oh, yeah, because I had another talking point before that, and I put the also. My bad.
But if you are new to the show, guys, welcome to our geeky gathering.
Yay!
HorsePLAY Live is where geeks come to play, and 9 times out of 10, we get in trouble. This is we are the flagship talk radio show for Geeky Antics Network in collaboration with AllGames.com. And, guys, don't forget, the United Broadcasting Network. We're so happy to be doing, dual streams, multiple talk shows, and getting in with those United Broadcast Network guys, too. We love those guys. And, of course, you guys know them by the Worst Radio Show. You guys can check them out on Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. There's a little plug for you, Rob. But our show covers all the aspects of geek culture, a special focus on indie and strategy games, technologies, and, of course, if we don't rant like you heard earlier, we're going to do more, I promise. And, of course, the social issues geeks face, and, of course, our community events that we try to get off and do, like the hashtag Make Awesome Giveaway. Yeah, where you guys can go and register every day at geekyantics.net/giveaways.
True story.
Yeah, right.
True story.
If Fatal was here, he'd go, Yogi, how does that? We're doing what on Geeky Antics? You guys went back and forth for like a half hour one night. Like, guys, really? We're done streaming, right? Oh, we are? Oh, we do still. They still did it. Who cares?
We got to stay in character, man.
Yeah.
But, we are, also want to remind you that we are a live, interactive, that's still a thing, late night show. And Geeky Antics flagship shows tend to be raw and very much grassroots. We keep it simple, so we focus more on the experience, the messaging, the actual content itself. Because messing around with all the other bells and whistles, that stuff will come with time. But it's all about the fun and what we're delivering to you guys first and foremost, and of course interacting with you guys. We like to give our contributors complete freedom and a fun community to engage with. So you know, basically all that fantasy talk means that anything can happen, especially on this show. And that said, I promise we make the best efforts to consider all sides and all the feels in any discussion or debate we engage in. But at the end of the day, you know, we hope everyone could just let loose and really have fun and not take themselves too seriously, because there's people are a little hypersensitive these days.
Because we're not.
Yeah, I mean, if the name Horseplay, you know, doesn't give you a hint of what to expect from this show, I mean, I don't know what else will. We could have called it Shenanigans, but I think that was already done. So we're like, and people had trouble spelling that. That'd be really
You have
bad.
no idea.
So I was like, Horseplay. Yeah, Obi and I agreed. Horseplay. It says Shenanigans. It says antics, but you know, it's a little more fun. And then we'll also attract the brony demographic. So win-win. Why not?
Yeah.
I do feel most important, this show, you know, is a vehicle for all the things we want the Geeky Answer Network to become, you know. Namely, at least for me, a place where people can light the creative fires, you know, get that much needed, you know, inspiration and encouragement, you know, having that support system in place. Because Lord knows there's no shortage of trolls on the internet or anywhere in the world, but getting people that actually will give a fuck and help you out, that's hard.
Right.
And, you know,
and
bringing back the social media.
And at the same time, having a group of people to play video games with is something that I get out of Geeky Antics. You know, you guys know that I'm not the whole tech guy, and I try to get on the website as much as I possibly can. I'm getting better at it. Believe me, my points are going up. My karma's going up. So, but just to have somebody, a whole bunch of people to play with, to play the different games. You guys know that I've grown my games from 2 or 3 to about 12. And just having the different people on Gang to play with and to stream with, to just have fun with. That's what I look for.
Yeah, and that's, you know, that's important too, because that's part of having a support system, like having people with common interests, you know, whether it's hobbies or things that you want to talk about. Sometimes all you need is just someone just to like give you that ear, or just give you a little bit of time to hang out, you know, whether it's virtually or face to face. So that's a very important thing.
Definitely is. But well, guys, Horseplay Live is everywhere. Horseplay Live is every Thursday at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Pacific on Twitch channels Geeky Antics, and simulcasted on YogiZilla. Horseplay Live replay is also available earlier on Thursdays at 5 p.m. Eastern on allgames.com. All you guys do is go to allgames.com/chat, and it'll get your, hold on, allgames.com/live chat. It'll get you into what's happening at about 5 p.m.-ish, give or take a few minutes on Thursday. So we're going to get right into it and keep going, but we're first going to start out with a little bit of the obligatory news with YogiZilla.
Indeed. So, at the top of the news, a morsel of did you know for you guys. Twitch parent company, Justin TV, you may have heard of them once upon a time, has rebranded to, they changed their name for the uninitiated, for people that don't know what branding means. You know, they have changed their name to Twitch Interactive. Now, what does this really mean for the rest of us, you know, that are not in marketing or business? Probably nothing.
Not a goddamn thing.
Moving on, Marvel fans have to rejoice, because Marvel Studios is now teaming up with Sony to produce the next Spider-Man movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and this is particularly awesome because whereas Fox will not share X-Men or the term mutants or anything that has to do with those things, Sony decided to play nice, and I gotta hand it to them, because they're not really in a position to play hardball either. So they're playing nice, and they're gonna work with Marvel Studios to produce a proper Spider-Man movie, which is great. And I'm excited to see. Yeah, I'm excited to see what this means for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You know, I mean, there's a lot of characters in the Spider-Man universe that I'd love to see cross over to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or Avengers. I mean, oh god, the possibilities, man. I mean, I'm still bitter about X-Men because it's cliche, but I love the X-Men. But the Fox has their clutches on them. At least Fox is doing a good job with the X-Men stuff, but still.
Yeah, yes and no. I do want to get into I really don't think they are. I mean, I know several people. Not just a few, not just 5 or 6, but several hundred people that don't watch X-Men anymore because it's the same thing over and over again. They're not coming up with anything new. They're not following any storyline. They're jumping back to where like now. Now I do want to say that this Wolverine storyline is coming along since this last one that came out. It's coming along.
The one where he's in Japan.
Mm-hmm. The last
That's
one,
pretty neat.
yeah. It's from the start to this one is coming. But they're mixing up too much. They need to get back on track with where the story's at, because now like what second movie Jean died, and then now she's back again, but she's not because she's back as the Phoenix. I don't even know. So it's just
Yeah. Well, they basically after they did Days of Future Past, they did it like a retcon. Now like all the shit they did wrong with the third X-Men movie in the original trilogy that Fox did, they undid that, which is great because the way Professor X got freaking punked and all the other stuff that went on.
it was like he didn't even have any powers. I mean, they just like, all right, he's dead.
Yeah,
Really? That's retarded.
Yeah.
Well, now he's not dead. He's in a
That
coma.
was too much.
I'm watching the Wolverine animated series too.
Oh, the which one? The one that's Japanese animation style?
The
Anime
X-Men.
style?
No, the X-Men animated. It's X-Men. I
There are
don't
a few
know.
of them.
It's where Xavier's. He's in a coma right now, and they're keeping him in a bubble, and they gotta try to. Logan's telepathically talking to him through. I don't fucking know what he says. Something stasis, or hypnosis, or some crap. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Get off me, man.
Yeah, BFT makes a lot of good points, particularly that X3 was terrible and never happened. I agree. They tried, like, I don't know, they tried to put so much in that one movie and then accomplish nothing in it. It was just one huge spectacle that made no sense.
Well, it's like the whole
I don't
movie
know.
led up to the end, but then the end never happened. It's like the end was like rushed. Like everything's building up, building up, building up, and all of a sudden, bam! We're at the top of where we're gonna go. Okay, really? I ruined it.
Yeah, I don't want to rehash it, but 'cause now
Last
they're moving
45 minutes of
forward,
that
so-
movie sucked. But anyway, we're not doing that tonight.
Yeah, well, I did post in the chat for those that are still confused or are not familiar with how Marvel and Disney films work versus and the issues with the rights. There's a whole little shuffle there that happened before Disney took over Marvel. Marvel got desperate and sold off some of the rights to some of their properties, and then that's why we're at where we're at now. This is a really awesome chart that shows you the Disney Marvel universe, or Disney/Marvel universe, the Fox universe, and the Sony universe, and then it shows you where they overlap. So like it's pretty neat. Check it out. It's like one of those Venn diagrams, I believe is what you call them. Very handy reference.
Lord Rakdos says in chat, X-Men better than Avengers, not the movies, the real story. Yes and no. Yes and no, because
I prefer X-Men.
X-Men stories versus there's so many different parts moving into one story. The Avengers, there's 5 people, and we already know what's going on with most of them already. Like how much do you know of like Gambit? Okay, he didn't even come to the house, but how much do you know of Gambit? He was a gambler. I mean, I would love to see a movie with just him. Rogue. I mean, everybody hates that bitch with a passion. I have no idea why, but how much? I mean, she was just. They've told their stories like in the animated series, like they've told their stories like where they came from and all that stuff. But that's cartoon, dude. That's dialed down for kids. I want like I would love to see, and this will never happen, but I would love to see whoever's gonna do it, but make certain stories of the top. Like, give me a spin-off movie about Storm, where Storm, where she started at the beginning, and then when she, the X-Men. You know what I mean? Give me a spin-off movie about, I don't know, whichever one. I mean, they did it with Wolverine. Yes, he's one of the stars, but so is Storm, so is Cyclops, so is Beast. Come on.
Yeah, and there's a lot of X-Men characters they haven't explored that I think would be great and add to the richness of the universe. But just overall, just X-Men stories, not in the movies, but the stories as we've known it from the comics, or even the old cartoon from like the 90s, and I think, was it late 80s? I think they started with the one that used to air on Fox
89.
television. Those cartoons were great. I've actually gone back and watched them, and it's like, damn, this is really good. Like, it was cheesy, but to me, like, one of the best parts about X-Men is that even though they got the crazy powers, right, you could relate to them because they're so human. They have so much drama. They have so many conflicts because of the way people's personalities clash. Like the early X-Men stories, their teamwork sucks, and a lot of the things that go wrong, a lot of the enemies winning, and people dying, all that stuff happens because the X-Men have no like teamwork, or there's too much ego, and then things go wrong. But then when you see them like slowly but surely you become more tightly knit, and it's just kind of neat, like that dynamic of it. But it's still always like a little bit of drama. It's just kind of a little bit of soap opera element in there, but it's not super heavy, just enough so it's like cool. It's not just freaking things exploding and people jumping around and going berserker mad. It's the substance to it. I like it. It's a very well-rounded universe. I mean, I love Avengers, but
Lord Rakdos says Storm not actually a mutant. She's a voodoo queen. Yes and no. But she is actually a mutant. She has the DNA. And then BFT, the X-Men movies should have been called Wolverine and Friends as opposed to X-Men, because that's all it was.
I love Wolverine, but they did really center around him a lot.
Has anybody watched Sleepy Hollow?
I haven't caught up.
Dude, oh my god, you need to catch up.
I'm probably gonna marathon watch it.
Oh my god, it's so good right now.
Yeah, I gotta catch up on it.
Because Ichabod's son is trying some new tricks. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh boy.
No spoilers. Catch up. You have a week.
Yeah, the only thing I've caught up on is Arrow, The Flash, and then I just got into Agent Carter, which I really like. I've been doing actually some Marvel and a lot of DC.
I've got a guest appearance on Marvel. What's the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. cast, and they're going to be talking about Agent Carter, so I have to watch all those. I haven't watched one.
There's only 6 episodes now.
Okay, well I'm gonna have to get them because they asked me to come on. I think it's next week maybe, but they asked me to come on and they're talking about Agent Carter. So
yeah.
I don't want to look over and be like, haven't even started watching it yet. Then why the fuck are you here? Okay, have a good day.
No, when they start doing their cumulative recaps, I want to join in too because I really like it. It's a period piece, and it goes back to one of my favorite times in American history. It's just that 1950s, late 1940s, New York City. It's just I don't know. Everybody wears a suit. The women are dressed really sexy, but it's classy sexy. The way they do up the hair. Just the things that you don't really see that much now, like people going to the local diner and chatting with friends. Like, you don't really see that kind of stuff anymore. Like, our culture has changed so much. The way they talk is just great. Like the mannerisms and I love it. So, so yeah, we got a lot of hopefulness and then a lot of like fear of what they might do with X-Men next.
Sorry, what? I was texting. Well, that's how people. I was making a point. That's how people talk. They don't sit there with friends. They don't go out. They say, "Hey, we're leaving at 7:00. Be here if you want to go out." So
I'm gonna troll Rob real quick. I'm gonna pull him into the chat real quick and see what he's doing. Let's see if he even notices. Yeah, so that Rob, what an asshole, right?
For real. Fuck Rob. Rob.
Why can't you guys just let me game in peace? You just got me killed.
Well, you were complaining at the beginning of the show that we
It's
didn't
like
invite
we
you to
didn't
the
invite
show.
you to the
I
show.
just
What
got
the
like
fuck?
4v1 because I got so distracted.
I'm sorry, Rob.
We just missed you too much, bro.
Yeah,
Even though it's
yeah.
only been like 20 minutes or so. So, Rob, how you doing? Long time no speak.
I'm good.
Just leave me the fuck alone. I'm trying to game.
I'm trying to pwn noobs here, and it's really not working.
So, guys, for those of you that haven't had the pleasure of meeting Rob yet, Rob hails from the Worst Radio Show podcast.
I hail from it. Yes.
He hails. I don't know. It sounded right. It sounded right. Let me live in the moment.
You just wanted to say somebody hails from something because you thought you sounded cool.
Yeah, that's partly true. It made me feel a little special. Hey, my mama thinks I'm cool. Okay.
Yeah, well, that counts.
Mama.
But,
Mama said.
They're part of our ultimate friendship network over the team page, the dream that we're creating over at United Broadcasting Network. So if you go to twitch.tv/team/UBN, you can see all our other buddies, our super friends. And then we just got these new rings that you could blow into them and make a little whistling sound like a kazoo. You remember those? And then
Of course I do.
And then if you fist bump and then you twist, your Wonder Twin powers activate. So really excited about what we're doing, right, Rob? Super
excited about what we're doing.
Did you listen to at all what we're talking about in the news? Anything exciting you so far?
I have been trying to kill Lily for quite a while now, so I've been a little distracted.
You can't kill her. She's fast and she heals. Don't
killed her. Just killed her.
Okay, you got lucky.
I got her in my Ring of Frost.
Ain't you special?
The slows. The slows would win.
Mm-hmm.
Slows would win.
Slows though. About to win a versus match. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll let you focus on that then. Do you want to stay
Alright.
You want to stay in the chat or?
No, you guys can just do your thing.
Oh, what? You can't make up your mind.
I'm going to bed soon anyway.
But you want to say anything before you leave then?
I think I'm good, man. I mean, watch our show Wednesday nights at 9:00 Eastern, and that's it.
And catch Robbie and I playing more Hearthstone and Heroes of the Storm. And
I'm never playing you again. I'm never playing you again. Fuck that.
Why?
HorsePLAY Live. He hails from the Worst Radio Show, weighing in at 210 pounds, the trolling champion, Rob.
I like that. Can you record that?
We'll
cut it out
Fatal.
audio for you.
Write that down and send me a copy so I can make that for them.
Oh my gosh. But look, Rob, I just want to make it clear. I don't pay to win. I haven't dropped any money in Hearthstone yet. And I don't have that many good cards. Look, I want you to be...
What the fuck? We were talking about freaking Heroes of the Storm. How did you get off on Hearthstone?
Because he
wants to brag about beating me.
No, he said
he said he never...
No, he said he doesn't want to play me anymore. That hurts my feelings. We had fun that night.
Nobody wants to play with you, Yogi. We're all
we
taking
had a nice
our balls and going home.
conversation. We enjoyed a nice spot of tea. You know, we had some crumpets. It was great. I lifted
and
my
that's why he
pinky
doesn't
up.
want to hang out with you anymore. Because you're talking like, oh, we had a spot of tea.
I'm just saying, it was a wonderful evening. I'd love to do it again. Rob, I want you to be my protege on Hearthstone because I was working on Janelle, but like she's young and she's a woman, so she has no focus whatsoever. We love you, Janelle.
Oh wow, I am so cutting that out of this podcast you just sent to her.
This just got super awkward.
I told her, don't cut it out.
It is
Janelle
super
knows I love
awkward.
her.
It's awkward to me too, dude. It's okay.
Janelle's like, teach me how to play Hearthstone. I'm like, let's play Hearthstone now. No, I'm gonna play some League of Legends. I'm like, damn it!
All right, leave Rob alone. Thanks, Rob. We'll see you later. You guys go make sure you guys check out The Worst Radio Show Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. You guys go check those out. And 9 times out of 10, Obi's probably calling in because I do it every chance I get. Are you calling in yet? Yep. I call him on Skype. Oh, guess who it is? Obi. Or Obionics.
Obionics too, man.
Jesus Christ. I'm going to have to
All
put
right, guys.
See you, buddy.
All right. So moving on to the news. I'm gonna convince. I'm gonna convert Rob. Yet I'm gonna train him. I'm gonna train him and Janelle. I'm gonna take both of them on my wing. We're gonna start a Hearthstone team. Team Scrubs. It's gonna be awesome. Number one scrub right here. Oh no, your wife too. Oh, dude, we got 4 people already. Might be a thing. Might be able to do something here.
I'm not gonna allow her to play with you.
Why? You're a bum. I do not. Stop it.
She's gonna come in here and be like, I can play with anybody I want to. Yes.
I have
true.
lots. Listen, I have lots of female friends, and the thing is, like every time they're like always excited about stuff, but then when you finally try to nail down a time, they're like, I'm relacing my shoes. Oh, I'm doing this.
Yeah,
It's
don't
like-
not until mine's Miss just trying to get her business back up and
Yeah, no, I
running
feel you.
smoothly.
No, I'm talking about your
again.
wife. I'm talking about in general.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying she'll do it, and she'll do something like that, but she's got to have time to do it first. So, yeah. Chad's just going off the hook tonight.
Robbie, I think Robbie Handro has been converted over to HOTS completely.
Mhm.
Well, in Diablo 3.
Mhm.
But I get it.
Blizzard fanboy.
Them. Stop it, BFT's trolling me hard. Anyway, so back to the news. Before I dig myself any deeper. Evolve is out. Actually, before we get into that, let's talk about some tech. Then we'll get into the gaming stuff. Twitter has rolled out a new update. And this is important because a lot of people have social media, but they don't do social media. So let me learn you on this. Twitter has some new features. I'm not gonna look at the chat. I'm sure something happened there. You're cracking up. And it's pretty cool. The new update to their app and their website includes the ability to record, edit, and share video natively right through Twitter. And also, you could do group private messaging. So you can send DMs to multiple people and have like a little private conversation. Now, these are all great improvements. But then I think about it, like, there's got to be a catch. Like, if they're doing this, that means they're going to break something else. That's the way any social network or program that's lasted for, at least 3 years and people have gotten on board with it, it devolves. It's like they improve one thing and break 2 or 3 other things. That's the paradox of progress, I guess. But, I worry about the future of Twitter because I have a feeling like with all the stuff they've been doing with like paid promoted tweets, like that show up in your stream, to make it look like your friends tweeted it out and stuff. I have a feeling eventually they're gonna start limiting how many people you could tag on a tweet, and they're gonna start limiting other things and start making them premium items, or you have to upgrade your account and maybe subscribe. I don't know. It's a scary one. I wouldn't even doubt it that they're gonna probably kill support for third-party apps. So hopefully they don't do that. Hopefully they still stay like the pretty much one of the last good social networks out there, because Reddit is toxic, Facebook is a bunch of loud, noisy kids, and I don't know, everything else isn't very useful. And well, Stumble Upon is good, but that's a whole different beast. Anywho, so Evolve. Let's talk about. Philo says hashtag Team Scrubstone. Yeah, I like that. We might have to make that a thing. That'd be totally us. We'll have some fun. We'll challenge other networks. Inter-network Hearthstone battles. And we might even open it up to like our community too. So like we could sub in people from our community. That might be a thing. All right. I like these ideas, guys. Vine, rip. Nice. Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate comes out tonight on 3DS. Yeah. Has the biggest monster in the series to date. Oh, sweet. $130 DLC hype. Oh, so yeah, Evolve. You're already ahead of it. Yes. So that's really the biggest complaint with Evolve. I have to say, it's out. It doesn't change my gaming habits at all. And I'm not surprised by the mixed reviews. And I knew it was going to be a polarizing game. Many of us right here in Geeky Antics community and United Broadcasting Network. We've seen it. We're like we said, this looks great, but it's gonna be one of those games. It's gonna be very polarizing. And honestly, how long can it hold your attention? Four versus one, limited amount of maps. All right, not and this is what's worse about it. They release and day one they have DLC. So there's limited content in what you pay $60 plus tax or whatever, depending where you're at, and that's terrible. So and if you look at Metacritic, I'll post this here in a second. Or you just go to Metacritic.com and look up Evolve. The user reviews are a lot more reliable than what the critics are saying. The traditional media outlets are jerking off the game because either they've been paid off to, or they don't want to make any enemies amongst the big studios. Thing is, it's a game that should have been like a $20 game, given the fact that there's so much DLC. I mean, it's ridiculous that to make the game replayable, you have to buy all the DLC. And even people were even complaining in the user reviews on Metacritic that even after all the DLC, it gets boring very fast. So, actually, you know what? I'll share the best bit of feedback that I saw. I love this user review from The Smog. And I quote, he says, "This game gets old fast, extremely repetitive, and a shallow game for $60. Don't waste your money. This game will cost less than a gourmet hamburger in a few months." End quote. It's pretty brilliant. And I'd rather have the hamburger, to be honest.
Well, if it's that much, I mean, what's a gourmet hamburger to you?
Well, you know what? Oh, remember it keeps coming back to burgers. Last week he did burgers, and then a few weeks ago we did that news item about the gourmet burger place that pays their employees $15 an hour. Remember that? Gourmet burger to me is like $5 and up per burger, as opposed to a fast food burger, which is gonna be like $1, $2, $3 tops. So yeah, I think that's fair as gourmet. Of course, you make that New York prices, and you're talking about $10
gourmet burger. You're looking at $15 to $20 a burger,
depending where you're at.
Well,
I'm in
even
Georgia.
here, I'm in Michigan, so I mean that's the same here. I'm sorry to say it, Yogi, but you must have not been to McDonald's or Wendy's or any fast food restaurant, because all their good sandwiches, like if you go to McDonald's, I'll just use McDonald's. I don't eat at McDonald's anymore, but
all right, how much is the most expensive burger?
it's like $8, dude.
At McDonald's?
Yeah.
Dude, here the prices are different. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
dude, at one point, let me put it into perspective. At one point, gas went down to like $1 something over here.
yeah, here too. It was $1.78.
Okay, a carton of cigarettes at one point here, not too long ago, was like $10.
Marlboros? Or crap cigarettes?
Yeah. Well, knockoff Marlboros, still.
Yeah, it's
$10.
crap cigarettes.
Can you get $10? No, they're good. They taste just like Marlboros. Can you get $10 carton where you're at? I mean, I can't do it anymore, but I'm just saying. Things are cheaper down here. So $5 here for a burger by itself is considered higher end. All right. So to be fair, a gourmet burger is $10 or more, depending where you're at.
BFT said drinking up. BFT said drinking up alcohol in every burger is gourmet.
That's true too. But the point I'm making is that it depends where you're at.
Five Guys is the best.
I mean, New York City, a beer in most bars now is like $10-12. Like, what the fuck? What does this freaking beer have? And and it'll be like draft or a bottle. It's like, what did you put in it? Gold? So it's all a matter of reference. But yeah, gourmet burger. I still take the gourmet burger over Evolve right now. That's all I want to say. But hey, you guys signed off. Is this an inspired game? Is Evolve a worthwhile game, or is it a mere play on like the core game mechanics that we've seen in like Left 4 Dead, Natural Selection? Just to name a few.
I'll answer for most people and just say the game's crap. Sorry.
It was fun to watch for a few minutes, but I already saw how it got repetitive.
Yeah, but I can go do the same thing on Primal Carnage. Okay, a free-to-play game.
One.
Okay, I think Primal. It's like $5, but I would go do that on Primal Carnage or Dino D-Day is free to play, and it does the same damn thing. You can get different dinosaurs. You can get, it's not 3v1 either. It's you get one big dinosaur, two little ones, and then you have like seven or eight shooters. So it's
You know what the sad part is, and I've said this many times. You know I go off on the same bit, Obi.
Mhm.
The games are looking better now. This game looks beautiful. But the problem is, right now we're at a point with the gaming industry where the hardware and the technology, that's not the problem. That's not what we need to see innovation. I can give two shits if we have a few extra polygons and better particle effects, more realistic fire. That doesn't excite me. Make the games fun. Do something fresh with the game mechanics, with the core mechanics in the game. Make the games worth revisiting. Let's innovate on that. We still have crappy AI in video games. Why hasn't AI been fixed? So many things that they could fix. But anyway, let us know what you think. Our voicemail line is 206-415-4987. And that's not just for us on HorsePLAY Live. That's for all the Geeky Antics Network shows. So let us know who you leave a message for if it's not for us. But if you want us to let us know how you feel about Evolve, maybe you think we're being too hard on it, 206-415-4987. We'd like to hear your side. We're not going to give you a hard time. That's just our thoughts so far. I think the nickel and dime people, and that sucks.
The last thing I'm going to say on this topic is hashtag Rainbow Six Siege hype. There you go. That's all we're waiting for. Half of the gang is waiting for Rainbow Six, dude.
BFT makes a really good point.
Ow. What? Playing Gears of War, same or different?
Yeah, because Gears 3 had the beast mode where you could be the monsters. And there were some monsters that were really overpowered in there, and sometimes it felt like 1 versus 4. Mm-hmm. The only thing they changed is the fact that they made the monster stronger, and there's more people, more humans, and just one monster. But it's very little they did to change it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They basically made it a glorified Juggernaut mode. Remember Juggernaut in Call of Duty?
I hated that game.
That game mode was a troll game mode.
You ain't lying, man. I could never do anything on it. I had dumbass teammates.
Yeah, let's not get into that. The salt will be real. But on the side of gaming that we are happy with, you want to talk about this, Obi? You want to take this one?
I can if you want.
Well, no, I saw you hovering over it, so it looked like you were getting excited, and I thought you were like, "Ooh, yeah."
Oh, okay.
Well, here.
Well, I can do it.
Right.
You guys know that we play a game and we try to get everybody involved, but Smite, one of our favorite games for our community game nights over at Geeky Antics at United Broadcasting Network, has entered Season 2, guys. If you guys didn't get it in Season 1, you guys still want to try it and play it, just get on with us. We play it almost every single Wednesday night, almost. We usually pick a night, and we're usually playing Smite. So if you guys want to, but tons of changes are coming. I think I'm going to be happy because Cuckoo Khan... Cuckoo Kachu, as Yogi would say, is getting buffed again. So if I'm playing and you guys see me on, and I'm on Cuckoo, which is a giant lizard, he's a dragon, just quit, because you're gonna die. Unless you can dodge my skill shots, which you can, but you better be on your game, because I'm gonna get you. But Whirlwind will never be better. Never even Whirlwind will be even better now. I can't even freaking talk.
It's gonna be better now. So
yes, it's actually doing more damage, and it sucks them into the middle.
Yeah, I think they increased the hitbox, the radius on it.
Well, it sucks them into the middle now. It doesn't let them run through it. It doesn't just slow them down. It sucks them into the middle now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how it should have been to begin with, to line up people for your ultimate.
Mm-hmm.
So I love this because I felt Cuckoo Kachu wasn't really nerfed as bad as people said he was. Now people can shut up because he's always been viable. The only problem with him is that he's really squishy. So if your team doesn't
But he's
support
always been
him,
squishy though, man.
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying, that's the only thing people can say. He's really squishy, and he doesn't have a good escape. He has a movement speed, but that's it. The thing, if you don't have a good team to back you up with him, people will rush the hell out of you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because with other people,
you have to have people to peel for you.
Yeah, and you have people like Poseidon who like could slow you enemies down if they rush them. He has Hebo's got the little escape mechanism. There's different. There's mages out there that have
You
some
got
some
Mir's
mobility.
wall too that can slow
Yeah,
people down for him or even trap Cuckoo. Because if I get trapped, I'm like, if you guys ever see me playing, we'll probably play some games. I don't know. Depends on what we're doing. We might stream some later tonight right here on Geeky Antics after the show. But you guys will see if I'm on Cuckoo, I'm way in the back line, like way in the back line. Because if I get targeted, I'm done. I can't do nothing but turn around and run. And then if that happens and they do a team fight, I'm out of the team fight, and we usually lose because I'm not doing the damage that I do.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
if Yogi's
But
up to it, and I'll say it right now, if Yogi's up to it, maybe we can do a couple hours worth of stream doing Smite. If anybody wants to play afterwards.
yeah, I think that sounds good. I think I'll be up to it. I think I have enough caffeination going on. I just want to say real quick before you finish talking about the what's coming
Mm-hmm.
season 2 here with Smite. I mean, there's a lot of stuff, but I joked that I said that Evolve may have been even more disappointing than Brink. I didn't say
Mm-hmm.
Destiny or anything else because I don't want to push any buttons, but Brink was one that everybody took a shit on. I actually like Brink because I didn't have high expectations for it. It was a fun game. The problem with Brink is that a lot of people were going into bot games thinking they were playing against humans, and then they realized when it was too late they were queuing. Like it had a really stupid matchmaking system. You had to like go you to force it to find you human players. When you play Brink against actual human beings,
It's
and you do the
hard.
co-op, it's fun and it's fun
Mm-hmm.
because it's objective driven. Like the parkour is solid. It's got the guns feel good. The classes are played differently. It was a really fun game, and I actually would like to come back to that. Evolve, I watched it for a little bit. I said, "Oh, this is cute." Like as a $20 game, Evolve, awesome. I would have been like, "Yeah, that's definitely worth it." As a full price game and then DLC on top of it, I'm like, "Eh." And it was barely fun to watch. But anyway, what else we got coming to Smite, Obi?
Now a lot of this is actually for the bigger maps. If people play Arena and people play now, there are some different buffs to different champions. I don't know are the heroes or wow, I'm playing too many DM MOBAs to the gods, but they're gonna be changing up the jungle camps. This is the 5v5 big maps. I don't remember what it's called, Assault I think, or Conquest or whatever, to provide separate attack and movement speed buffs while reducing the amount of early mana regen and spam available to players. So basically, that's one downfall that we're gonna have with if we go into 5v5. Is 9 times out of 10, if I'm playing Cuckoo, everybody that I play with already knows just let him go mid because I can pretty much clear. I can solo anybody in the game with Cuckoo. If I farm and they don't push me and I don't get ganked, I can solo anybody. I've already proven that fact. But it's to the point where I can keep spamming my W or my E, and I don't know what they're called. Sorry, and then just have that whirlpool going around all the whole time. So they're making it a little bit more, not a little bit more available, but basically these there are new items coming as well, including the Crusher, a physical damage enhancement weapon. And some new active items and a bunch of little item reworks on items now. When these things do come out, when we get all the stuff, we'll actually get on there and let you guys know what they're changing, when they're what's it gonna be. Is it and I think even I don't know, depends on what Yogi wants to do. We might even do maybe some instructional videos on who to play, how to play what champ or what gods. Because him with like Zeus and Poseidon are just freaking crazy. He could tell you everything you want to know. So, Yogi.
Well, yeah, one thing I did notice from Smite is that so far, just playing the moment you start it up, as soon as I finished patching, the moment you start it up, it loads faster. The UI is a lot more slick. I mean, it's completely refreshed and revitalized the game. So, I mean, they're doing a lot with Smite, and it's hard to believe that it's only been like 18 months since they've officially been launched. Because we don't count the closed beta. I mean that the early days of Smite were pretty painful. They relied really heavily on the fact that it was a 3D MOBA, but the core mechanics, the polish wasn't there. And now it's really come a long way. Like it's amazing how much they freaking come along. So really awesome. Kudos to High Res Studios. They're doing some big things there. But
Well, that's the reason
yeah.
why I didn't play Smite in the beginning, is because of the terrible mechanics that it showed. I mean, like I could get used to the 3D aspect of it, and being that 45 degree angle, 45 degree angle, 45 degree, yeah, 45 degree angle view. I can deal with that. I'm doing very good with it right now. You just got to know where to put your mouse and how to run. But it's just I stopped playing it just because of that issue. I mean, they were just like the things weren't going off like they were supposed to. Like my alt back in the day for Cuckoo would actually go not in a straight line. Like when I throw my alt out, guys, and this is one tell of me, and I'm gonna say it. When I get ready to throw my alt out, I'll sit there, go forward, and I'll strafe back and forth. When I get that angle, I'll pop it and I'll keep strafing. Well, before they fixed it for the first time, and it would actually bend on which way I was going. So it would actually, if I was strafing left, it would actually bend left. So I could guide my ultimate. It was just really, yeah, it was really weird. But now with what it is, I mean, people can dodge it. Reason we talk about Cuckoo so much is because Cuckoo could chew, man. Just like saying his name, dude. Just like saying his name. But let's see where we at now.
The next thing we were talking about was the Heroes of the Storm update. And by the way, the Smite update right now, if you're listening live, it's only been out for like 2 days now. So this is brand spanking new.
Yeah, day 2.
Came out Tuesday night, I believe.
Wednesday
Tuesday
morning.
in the morning. I forget.
It came out Wednesday morning.
Yeah, all I know is it's still brand new. So like, I mean, they've done a lot of stuff. They made the animations, like they have opening animations for like some of the boss camps, like the Fire Giant, the Gold Fury. They have a lot of cool stuff in there. A lot of nice little touches that improve the immersion, but they definitely improved the gameplay. The biggest thing for me was the fact that they're getting rid of the early mana regen, so people aren't spamming as much, and it gives you a little more lane sustain and makes it a little more balanced, so people that have really powerful bursty spells can't just dominate you or be super aggressive right off the bat.
AKA me.
Yeah.
And guys, I'm like that with Ra too. I've got Ra to a point where, yeah, don't fuck with me. I don't care.
But Heroes of the, I feel like all the games that we're enjoying right now are going through updates, because Heroes of the Storm did a big update. I know Diablo 3 also is in season 2. So Heroes of the Storm did a big update as well. And they got the big thing that they did is they finally officially launched Hero League, which unlocks at level 30.
Yes.
And at level 40, Team League opens up. Now the cool thing about Hero League is that it's for you individually, but you can still rank while you're partied up with other people, which is brilliant. Because now,
but yeah, that's the reason we get you, me, Rob, Beast, and Fatal. We get all 5 of us, and we can still have our solo queues, but be playing as a 5-man team.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
I love that.
Awesome.
Because League of Legends, I hate the fact that they make it so that you can only solo or dual queue, because then it's well, now you're telling me I gotta leave my friends in the dark. It's really shitty. Here, they're like, bring your friends. Yay, that's awesome. Everything through and through is about making friends, building teams, and focusing on teamwork. It's beautiful. I love it.
And I'll try to confirm this later, in another show. This is not confirmed by any means, but I think they're trying to do something with when they do when you have a team, like you can have. It's kind of what Danye was starting to do, with you couldn't play with higher people, but it's not like that in this game. The only problem is it's gonna come when the game's been out for a little while. People are up in rank and they want to get their friends, which have never played before. They want to carry them. I think they're going to do it where when it's a ranked thing like that, they're actually going to match make them with other players of the highest rank, if I'm not mistaken. But that's not confirmed yet. But it's something like what they're gonna do with it's like what they do with CS:GO. If you guys play, like, if you have 3 silvers and a AK in the group, you guys are gonna play at the AK level. Now, if you win and your silvers do good, they're gonna get ranked up really fast. But still, that's what they're trying to, because they don't want to make it too, like, you can't just go off and carry your buddy, kind of thing. Because you're actually going to be at that group of people that actually play at this level. You know what I mean? You guys know what I mean? Yeah, good.
Yeah, no, I mean, in League you see that a lot, like people carrying friends through the ranks and stuff.
Well, but League now, you can't do, like, if you're a silver, if you're a bronze, you can only team with silver. If you're a silver, you can
I thought
team
you
with
could go
gold.
one level up or one level down from where you're at.
Where are you going to go from bronze, dude? You can only go up. So it's silver.
Yeah, I know, obviously.
And then, like, silver can only team up with golds or bronzes. Golds can only team up with platinum or gold or silver.
Actually, we got to take that back to be correct. You can go worse than bronze. I'm in cardboard 5, so I don't want to hear it. And I'm going to stay in Elo Hell, and I'm going to take a shit all over Elo Hell's lobby.
I mean, not be in that lobby that night. It's gonna stink like a son bitch.
Cardboard 5 for life.
Make sure you eat tacos that night.
Ooh, tacos sound good. Let's not go back to food. Anyway, by the way, if you have an Xbox One, I'm Jelly. Make sure you get iDart. It's free, and I don't care what anyone says. That game is fun. It lets you involve your Twitch chat. Winning. Yeah. By the way, I know we're already an hour in.
Hour and 5 minutes, actually.
We went on I know, more than an hour in.
We went on a serious news rant today.
But I felt like it was time to get deep on the news, and there was some good things get in. If you guys still want to join in on the chat, the info's in there. If not, we're just gonna go through real quick. You know, you can tweet us. If you can't join us live, you can tweet us at Obi1X2, at Yogazilla, at Geeky Antics. You know, and when Janelle's around, at Janelle_no5, right?
Yeah.
I was confused. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Or we're on geekyantics.net. That's a good place. There's social features there. You can get achievements and all that stuff. Leave us voicemail. You know what? I'm gonna give you a simple thing today. Leave us voicemail. 206-415-4987. 206-415-4987. And if you're international, you don't want to have the really high phone bill, then you can email us an MP3, not a WAV, not a PCM, of your voicemail at mail@geekyantics.net. Those are the acceptable means of leaving us voicemail.
That number again is 206-415-4987. That mailing address is mail@geekyantics.net. Call us now. There you go, Yogi. That's just for you. I just came up with that. Sound like crap, but it's okay. Yeah.
It was beautiful. But it's time right now.
Thanks, man.
For the man, you know, good thing I don't have a feature discussion for tonight. I let us have plenty of room for ranting.
Yeah.
But it's time now for
Man Crushes
and Geek Girls.
This is where we
Yay! Geek Girls are great. I hope he loses it when I do that.
Oh my god. This is where we share favorite man crushes and geek girls. If you want to be a guest or suggest your favorite man crush or geek girls, contact us via Twitter, All Games, and the official gang website. We love to hang out with you. For now, let's just share our geeks of the week. Here are some. Go ahead, Yogi.
My geek of the week is Cannibal Queen 2107. Ms. Cannibal is one of the many people who have been putting our Twitch guides and social media training and whatnot to work, and it's been pretty cool. Like, she gave us a lot of cool feedback. She actually left a comment She actually responds to her messages. She is doing social media right. She gets the value of social media and being social. I mean, she's all about the teamwork. We're looking forward to having her on the show, maybe, or collaborating with her in some way. She's really cool. She's actually it works out perfectly. She's out on the West Coast. She's based out of Vegas, so like she's a night owl as it is. So I think one of these nights we'll have her join us on Horseplay Live and we'll have some fun. And Obi, she's a big CS:GO player. I find myself watching her play, so I could learn some tricks. Cause I still don't know why. Like I'm great. I'm usually at least decent at shooters. And I won't say great all the time, but usually I'm at least decent on shooters. But this one, I don't know. This one, I guess I haven't put in enough time consistently. If I played it more consistently, I'm gonna start rolling with her.
It is a game that you need to play consistently because I can say for even myself, you play for like a week straight and you start getting your aim down, everything's going good, and I take off a couple days, and then when I come back, I'm like, oh my god, I suck. I can't hit shit. It's just.
I noticed that. Like I'm very streaky on there, but if I play a few rounds, and accept the fact that I'm gonna probably do really shitty the first 2 or 3 games, then I suddenly start doing better. But I just don't. I guess I don't have the patience because there's so much on the gaming plate. But anyway, go check out Cannibal Queen 2107. Let her know that Obi, Yogi, and the rest of the gang over at GeekyAntics.net sent you, and she'll get excited. Just don't spam too much. Don't spam in her channel. Just say, hey, Obi and Yogi sent me, the Geeky Antics people sent me, or the gang sent me. And she'll be like, oh, cool. She's really laid back. But BFT says CS:GO is weird. Aiming is so off from most shooters. It really is. It has its own different way of handling it, and you got to get used to it. Lord Rakdos is on the same level with me. He says, can I have a standing order for Felicia Day? Now I've gotten Will Wheaton's attention before. He's retweeted me and responded to me on Google Plus and stuff. Felicia Day is a little harder. Obviously, there's a lot more fandom for her because she is a woman, and then she's a redhead, so there's like a high demand. It's kind of a niche there, but I think one of these days we'll be able to do some kind of collaboration there between Geeky Antics, UBN and Geek and Sundry. That'd be cool. So that won't be a this year thing, but 2016, I think we can keep the dream alive, man. I think it can happen. I mean, they're still they've had a lot of success, but I think they're still pretty down to earth. So I like that about them. I'm a huge fanboy. Not that many things make me a fanboy, but Felicia Day, Will Wheaton, all those people, big fans. And also give an honorable mention to the folks in Polaris. They're pretty legit too. Jesse Cox and all of them. Duger.
Show.
Oh, you got a pick of the week?
I don't. I do want to give big. I guess they don't really need it, but I'm gonna give it to him anyway. The worst radio show, and Angie Miller. I was listening to their show last night. Now, if you guys don't know this artist, she's an independent artist that actually went through. What show is that she went through?
American Idol.
American Idol. She didn't win or nothing, but she's had such a good coming out with her new record that just came out. Angie Miller. Guys, look her up. I'll put it in chat, or I'll get a link for you guys to put it in chat. But it's good music. It's pop, but it's pop music, but it's more like it's just her into it. She's not bound by all the bells and whistles that you do have a good big record company. So, but big props to Angie Miller, and of course the worst radio show. They had her on there last night, which was just, I liked it. The music that we heard, I liked it a lot.
Oh yeah, it was pop, but it was more soulful. Like you said, she puts a lot of thought into it. Like it was kind of stuff that gives you the feels. What I love about her most is that she's Christian, but she's not shoving down people's throats. And I love what she said about Christianity. Like she said, a lot of times when you're a Christian artist, the Christian community won't support you if you don't minister, quote unquote, minister to people. But to me, ministering to people as a Christian is no different than community service or just being a good person. And that comes in different shapes to me. If you give people hope, if you have an uplifting message, even if you entertain and make people feel good about themselves and make them forget their problems, even if it's just for a little while, there's value in that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like Christian rock. I won't lie, a lot of it's pretty damn catchy. But like a lot of times they're pandering because it's like every other of these groups has to put out at least, you know, per each album has to have at least one song. Jesus, I love you. It's like, okay, can like this sounds like every other song. I mean, I love Jesus too, but let's move on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it just seems so inauthentic. So when you can share an inspirational message that brings people to your beliefs, makes them appreciate or makes them at least appreciate your beliefs without shoving it down their throats, that's more powerful than what a lot of these people do, where they're just going way crazy with the chest
Right.
beating.
Well,
So that was powerful to me.
for you guys that are live here, you guys can look in chat. Even for those that are on the listening to the podcast, you guys can go to www.angiemillerofficial.com. It kind of gives her, you know, what she is, and I put a Wikipedia entry in there. You guys can kind of give, you know, shows, you know, from the time she was born to, you know, her 2012 through 13 American Idol stint. You know, what song she sang for every, you know, from her auditions to the top 3. So yeah, go check her out, guys. That's one I like her music, so I'm gonna plug the hell out of it.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Very, very moving stuff.
Mhm.
It's not like the generic kind of stuff you would expect sometimes from some of these folks coming out of American Idol. By the way, hello to Crazy One. I meant to say that earlier. And BFT says it makes a good point. He says, you know, with CS:GO, not only is the shooting mechanics off, but you suddenly like the skill gap. And that's the thing about CS:GO. I know we talked about that a little while ago, but you know, just going back to it, the skill gap in CS:GO is so big in like any match you go into, and it's very evident. But it's not a slight edge. It's like you have good player and then you have god tier, and there's nothing in between. It feels like, because you have guys that shoot you across the map while doing a dance and their pants are down. You know, it's like, what the hell? And they're jumping at the same time. Like, I could barely like strafe and shoot and hit someone, but you're like freaking doing a little dance and shake your little thing.
360 no scopes, baby.
I'm glad that's not a thing.
I have fun with people when I do that shit. When I'm like fucking around and I'm not even paying attention. Like Dust 2 is the first map I always get, and I'll sit there in mid and just watch them. I'll be strafing back and forth. Oh, there he is. Boom, back and forth. And they're just like, "Where's he at?" I'm so pissed. And they start flashing me and try to kill me. And
oh yeah.
Oh, you're a hacker. No, I'm not.
The
you
flash
just suck.
spam.
Yeah.
The flash spam is funny. But dude, why is it that everybody always plays the same few maps on CS:GO? It's crazy.
Well, for me,
it's
now,
like the same 2
right?
that I always see in rotation.
Yeah, you won't see me, like, I'll play Dust, but I'll play it once. Half the time I won't even play. I'll have it unchecked. The reason why I do it, like, I'll play 5 or 6 maps, but it's because I only know those maps. I know where the peak spots are. I know where to lob a freaking, you know, grenade, smoke grenade all the way across the map, to where if you're on Mirage, and people know this trick, if you stand at the entrance of T-spawn and Palace and you stand kitty corner, you can throw a smoke and hit Van and cover Van with the smoke. If you do the right angle. And I do that shit, and they're like, "How do you do that? You're hacking. How do you get smoke over here and you guys aren't even here?" I threw it all the way across the map. Sorry.
Yeah, once you learn those little tricks, yeah.
Flash spots where you throw, you know, off the wall, a certain area of where, oh, I'm in here, they're not going to get me with a grenade, and you throw a grenade up and it bounces 3 or 4 times and hits them right in the head. How the fuck you know, you just laugh. Yeah, I'm hacking, dude. Report me, whatever.
Reported, noob. Lols.
Then you get an email later. You have been reported. You are in a 7-day ban. What? You have been while we figure out if you're cheating or not. Okay, that's why you have VAC systems, but you know, that's beyond me. Why we figure out if you're cheating or not, we're gonna ban your account for 7 days. It's only gonna take us 3 hours, but 7 days is enough.
See, what they should do, this is my thing. I think any game that has online multiplayer and is highly competitive, they have a very simple system, right? You have like an honor system or rep system. like League of Legends is trying to attempt, like Donkey had with the Karma, but a little more refined. Put more value to that and give more weight by saying, all right, we're not gonna ban people right off the bat, but we're not gonna just not do anything. We're not gonna because all these reports they go into a bottomless pit that no one ever checks, right? Like tribunal, my ass. Like there's no one there on the other side. It goes to a shredder.
Not anymore.
A digital shredder.
Before they were like riots, like, oh, this is the best thing we've ever made. Like fucking 6 months after hearing all the complaints, they're like, this is the worst thing we've ever made.
Yeah, but why not make it so that if someone they can program an algorithm with some fuzzy logic in there that sees a trend in the player's gameplay habits, and then they say, all right, consistently different people who are not associated with each other, they're not friends with each other, right? 'Cause that's important because you want to make sure that it's not one person that gets pissed off and then has a bunch of his friends be a bitch and report a person, right? 'Cause that's a thing. Or have a bunch of his friends make fake accounts and then go in and report someone. So you got to make sure accounts a certain age, that account's in good standing. Look at that person if they can make an algorithm where they look at the person who's reporting, right, and they say that they're trying to, does this person constantly report people and do negative reports? Now, are they doing positive reports as well? Because if they're not contributing in positive ways, why should I listen to your complaint? You're probably someone like to complain. But if they do that, and just figure out a way to balance that out and give people that have a good standing account more weight when they give those kind of reports and say, hey, you're a good person, you don't cause trouble. So if you're saying there's something wrong here, we're going to look into it. But rather than automatically banning you, they put you into a little sandbox with all the other assholes. You can still play the game, but you're going to be stuck with all the assholes that can't play with the nice people that actually know how to play nice, aren't salty. Imagine that, dude. It would be freaking game-changing. Because imagine if all the salts, all the hackers, and the cheaters had to play with themselves. It's like, hey, we all have God mode. This is fun. Yay! No one dies. Like, it would be perfect. Like, it's such a simple thing. Like, oh, you want to cheat? Oh, you want to be a troll? No problem. Play with the other trolls and cheats. Enjoy. And just segregate them from the rest. You know what? Go to the back of the bus, son. You ain't cool. I know that's not nice to say, but, that's where segregation would actually be a good thing. Because if you're being an asshole, you're being toxic.
I just got that.
Yeah, go to the back of the bus. You don't deserve to be in the front here with the cool people. You're an asshole. No one wants to deal with you. You did it to yourself. That's what I feel like. And then when they see, I really feel like if trolls and cheats saw how annoying and stupid they were from other people that were just like them, they might eventually something will click, say, man, I really am a shithead. Is that what I do? Is that how I come off?
Lately, like in CSGO, I've been doing like a lot of just playing the single player, because I think it was Fatal got me the Vanguard pack. So like I got all the missions that I can do 25 missions a day, dude. So I just do I get all extra skins, I get extra, like, I have now almost 50 boxes that I have no idea how I'm going to open. I might take $10 and go, all right, guys, I got 2 keys. That's what we're starting with. We need donations to get any more boxes open. But still, it's like, yeah, you want all that stuff, especially being a streamer that streams it, and you want to be able to open cases and play all this stuff, but people don't like watch. I mean, they like watching it if it's decent gameplay. But the reason I have people come on the stream while I'm playing is because I have Beast and Naughty going, shut the hell up, you dickhead, or, whatever they say to each other. They shoot each other all the time. Like, oops, I shot you in the head on accident, 16 rounds out of a P90. My bad.
Oh, P90's great. I love the P90. Any game that has P90, I love it. But, no, it's funny. Like I've watched you open up cases, and I mean, man, I can really get into that. That's another reason I try not to get too deep in CS:GO. I play, I have a little trolley fun, and I move on. But like I can see why people get hooked into it because, like, I get like that with Hearthstone or any games that have like booster packs you open up. Yeah. Magic 2015, they did it right. Now they actually have the animation. It's so stupid, but they give you a booster pack after you play a match, and then it cracks open. You hear the foil wrapper opening up, and then the cards come out, and it's fun. It's like you never know what's gonna happen. It's like every little time you open it, it's a surprise, right? Yeah. And it's and people like watching that, and I like watching it. It's weird. Like it's like we make fun of unboxing videos, but there's something to them. It's so stupid. Like, why would I watch a video of someone unboxing a Samsung Galaxy and then you're watching the damn thing? It's like, oh, okay,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, it's
a whole
it's
different
some
beast.
like with those, and I see why people like it though. Like if I were to unbox and say, you know, somebody they donate $100, okay, I'm gonna take that $100 and say, all right, I'm going to buy 50 keys, or 40 keys, or however much it is exactly for 100. Just because, guess what? If I unbox like a knife on the stream, that's a video in itself right there. Because I'm going to go crazy anyway. Like, oh my, you know, and I'm going to go nuts anyway. And then the stream's going to be like, oh my God, he unboxed a knife. And then I'm going to use that knife. Like, where'd you get the knife from? I just unboxed it. You know? People like seeing stuff like that. Even the trade-up contracts, Yogi. Doing like, you know, like if you got that trade-up contract thing in there. From all the Vanguard stuff, I've been getting like the consumer-grade weapons, right? So I just trade them up, and people like watching that just to see what I'm going to get.
Yeah. No, it's cool. I totally get it. Like I've literally seen some streamers do like a half hour to an hour of just opening shit. I'm like, really? This is a thing?
I wish TFT.
It's crazy. 125 for 50 keys. That's crazy.
So I'm saying, if you get a knife, I mean, like, I'd sit there and go, you know, put my knife on the market, all right? Because I'm sorry, I'm probably gonna sell it as soon as I get it. It depends. But you put your knife on a market and you say, okay, I want $400 for this. Well, they're gonna give you like a 100. Say, oh, I want that knife for 200 keys. Okay, 200 keys is like, it's like 250. No, that's 100 keys. It's like $500 for 200 keys. And that's a knife right there. That's one of the most expensive knives on the. I mean, there's other ones that you can get like an op skin where it's like $1,200, but that's on like the lounge and all that. But I mean, it's just crazy. You can make a serious amount of money. Like a month ago when I got my account got hacked, and all my skins were gone. I mean, this guy he had 2,000 or 3,000 skins when I actually saw it the last. I mean, he just cleaned so many people out, and it was not just that. It was Dota 2 stuff. CSGO stuff, Team Fortress 2 stuff, everything on Steam that had a value to it, this dude was taking.
Oh gosh. BFT says if you sell a knife, you can use that money to clear out your wish list. Holy Hannah, that's yeah. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Dude, it really, yeah. I mean, you're looking at like a knife. Depends on where you sell it. If you just sell it on the Steam community, you're looking at like 400 plus. It depends on what kind of knife it is. Did you freeze? Hello? Uh-oh. I think we're losing Yogi here. Give me 2 seconds to find out if it's me or not. Maybe it is me. It is me. Is everybody still here? Huh. That's weird. Sorry guys about this. But basically, I mean, there's just so many things that you guys can do, especially on CS:GO. He hit his bandwidth cap. Yeah. But I'm going to just stop the call for a second, and we're just going to keep talking. If anybody wants to join me on TeamSpeak, please come on down, come on by. Yeah, he got kicked off of TeamSpeak too, so he must have crashed. But we're actually going to look into the community events and giveaways. Our biggest giveaway yet is here, guys. Hashtag Mega Awesome Giveaway. Hashtag giveaway is now at bit.ly/Mega Awesome Giveaway. You guys can check this out right now. bit.ly/Mega Awesome Giveaway. It's right in chat always. As always, check out our latest goodies at our official giveaways page. You guys can go to geekyantics.net/giveaways. You'll never miss out, guys. And I think he's actually back.
I am.
What happened?
Comcast is a piece of shit.
There you go. Somebody said he just hit his bandwidth cap.
Freaking no, I hit that a few hours ago. Like literally, I got let me see if I can pull it up real quick before we end the show. Oh God, I'm so glad that the government's actually fighting to keep the net neutral.
Mm-hmm.
Because privatization of the internet would be more bullshit like this. People monopolizing it and just putting all kinds of bullshit in play. Oh my God, that would not make me a happy camper. But let me see. So yeah, this is the first message I got. If it come up.
Go ahead and comment back on Skype too.
Oh, well, we're wrapping up. You don't need to see my face, do you?
No, I don't know. I guess not. No more faces, guys. Sorry.
I mean, you're wrapping up, right?
No, I was doing the community events and giveaways.
Oh, okay. I'll keep my face.
Wrapping up? Why would I be wrapping up? It's only an hour and 31 minutes.
I thought it sounded like you were wrapping up. I'm calling you now. Oh my gosh, my connection is shit. Okay. Good.
Yeah, you gotta unmute your Skype.
Oh yeah, I did it. My bad.
All right, there we go.
All right, so at 4:26 p.m. today, they say you've reached 90% of your Xfinity Internet monthly data plan, with 29 gigabytes remaining until additional charges apply. For more information, call India. Thank you. Have a nice day. I can't even do it. I can't do it anymore. I was so freaking bothered by that I can't even do my Indian impression. That's terrible. And then 6:40 p.m. you've reached 100% of your 300 gigabyte Xfinity Internet monthly data. It's like, the fuck? Either your notifications are jacked up or something. Cause my internet's secure. I don't have an open Wi-Fi like some idiots do. Cause I know people love to do that. Like, let me search for open Wi-Fi hotspots and leech off the internet. Cause I'm a cheap bastard. Nope. And I checked to see. It's just total bullshit. Anyway.
Right. Well, you guys can remember that there are rewards unlocked on geekyantics.net. And the daily entries. So check in, guys, every day back to the giveaway. Because if you guys do, you guys get entered in daily once you go back on the website. Speaking of which, I just added the Star Wars Humble Bundle to the... Yogi was supposed to be talking about this, but I'm not trying to sound like a douche. But the Star Wars Humble Bundle was just added. We bought another one, and I think we have another game to add today. Too, or I can just give one of those away, unless you're doing that already.
We got a bunch of things thrown into the pot. I don't know what you're talking about, but there's gonna be
for right now on the show. What I just bought?
I don't know. Oh no, not tonight. I know you're talking about the pack.
Which pack?
The pack you bought recently. I know what you're talking about. No. All that stuff. This is what we're doing. The reason we're not doing that many live giveaways is because we want to get people going back to the page of that one giveaway.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's gonna get sponsors excited when they see the numbers, and then we can do more of them. They'll sponsor us, and they'll put more prizes in, and everybody benefits. With the live giveaways, it's cool. But then the hype dies down after the live show is done. So it's not a useful, It's just not a good strategy. Like, it's fun for now, here and there, to surprise you. But, for like a lot of people, what I want to do is if you look at the tracker on the Mega Awesome giveaway, there's different milestones we want to reach. And I want to be able to say, well, we have some stuff in the bank. So then when we hit these milestones, we'll have another giveaway. Like, for example, we have a milestone, 1,000 entries, and I think we're about to hit that. If we get 1,000 entries, I want to unlock another incentive there. There don't necessarily need to be prizes for each of these unlockables, but it'd be cool if we could do like mini giveaways as part of that.
Yes, so, one of these are yours, and then one's for Sunday. Yes, one of these are yours, and I'll give you that after the show.
I think I know which one you're talking about now.
Mount.
Gotcha.
It's Mount Your Friends, guys.
No, I knew what you're talking about.
We played that. We played it on the stream the other day, and who was I playing against? Was it BFT or Fatal? I don't remember, but we were laughing so
Fatal.
hard.
Fatal. It was the first time.
We flip our bodies, and we finally got it to where we were crawling up this and doing some acrobatic shit, and it was so funny. I recorded some of it. It was just
it's a fun game. I can't believe I can't play it on this computer. I have to get the other one up as soon as I can. It's just been crazy. But yeah, it's a fun game. I was surprised that Fatal hadn't seen us play it before or checked out the YouTube video, because that was one of our funniest nights, is when we were playing that. I think we were drinking that night too, and we were like, what the hell is going on? BFT was there, Deckard was there, and I forget who the fourth one was.
And if you guys really just don't want to wait, I mean, it's only $5.99 on Steam. I think about let's play that on Wednesday.
It's got a lot of replay value. It's a good palate cleanser. When you're tired of all the bullshit, just want to play a game that makes you laugh and you enjoy it whether you win or lose. There you go. Yeah.
Yep.
Did we thank our wonderful sponsors yet?
No,
I don't know what I missed.
Nope. Thanks to all our wonderful sponsors at the hashtag Make Awesome Giveaway, which include, but not limited to, the B-Team Podcast, The Spartan Show, The Worst Radio Show, Studio Bean author James Brandt, Lord Rakdos, Fatal Blades, Beastman's BFT 9000, and Cupcake Noms, Obi-Wan X2, Yogi Zilla. You guys, if you want to contribute to the grand prize pool and the mini giveaways, incentives, the emails to send this stuff to is yogizilla@geekyantics.net. And the CC mail at geekyantics.net as well, so we kind of have double records of it. We're open to any suggestions for non-prize incentives too. So if you guys want to throw your, hey, this would be cool if you guys did this, for like non-prizes, just maybe to get people in, get people visiting the website every day, just anything. You guys let us know what you guys think. Maybe we just get a little bit better. So by the time we do this again, we're gonna do it again. By the time we do it again, it's going to be bigger, better than you've ever imagined. And we have developers saying, hey, we'll give you games. Yes, get my shit out there. Hopefully in the future. I think we got one cooking right now. We can't talk too much about it, but you guys are going to enjoy it.
We already have a game developer.
I know, that's what I'm saying. We got one cooking right now. We can't talk too much about it, but they're going to enjoy it.
Well, Studio Bean is already on board. They got
I'm talking about I'm talking like with other like copies.
There's multiple.
Yeah.
There's multiple things. Yeah.
We'll talk about that later date when we actually get confirmations for what we want to do. So.
Yeah. Is for EA Origins on the house? Are they still doing?
Fuck them.
Team Hospital?
I don't know. I don't like EA or Origins, so.
Yeah. That was the only way you could get into
the only Origin
hardline beta.
Dude, I'm sorry. I want to play hardline, but I really don't.
But it's too late now.
But I'm saying I want to play hardline, but I really don't.
Oh man.
It's just another game I gotta learn and get good at, so I don't get freaking pwned by 12-year-olds.
You gonna learn, son.
And our featured discussion tonight is... gotta touch that pee-pee, boy. Pee-pee touch time. Oh,
Yep.
All right, there's our feature.
Good chat.
Good job. Good
GG.
job.
I told you we had no discussion for tonight.
I know. Well, that's what I said.
I'm tweeting out the link, by the way, guys, to the EA on the house. I know EA is evil, but it's a free game.
All right, add me into it, and I'll retweet it.
Oh, I already sent it. It's Theme Hospital.
Theme Hospital. Ooh.
Yeah, I'll put the link in the chat for those that are not aware.
Yes, BFT, we need an adult. There are no adults here.
So BFT's still undefeated on Mount Your Friends. Good times.
Not for long. I got that game now, punk.
Oh, snap.
It's on.
I
I
know.
challenge you.
He's a natural with it. He's good with the dongle. I wouldn't.
Dude, I had some dongle running too, man. And guys, the best part of this game, which is not because we're like grown men playing this game, is every guy has a spandex and he has an oversized dong that just goes wong 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 when you flip him and everything. It's so funny. Guys,
Unless you disable the NSFW mode, which is by default on.
that's
so you
fine.
get,
We
like-
want it on because we can see the dogger run, man.
Yeah, if you turn off NSFW and basically make it safe for work, it replaces the dongles with bananas and cucumbers and other phallic symbols. It's pretty funny. Spinning banana, spinning cucumber. Great.
I like bananas.
Oh, who doesn't? Good source of protein. Oh no, potassium. No protein there.
You want some
Potassium.
protein, son? Come on over my house. Can't even do it. I'll give you a real quick protein shot.
You know, since we have a little wiggle room tonight, I wanted to just go back real quick to our indie watch segment, which I haven't done in a while. I want to say again that I don't have Steam open right now, but Spaz 2, if it hasn't dropped yet, I'm still looking forward to it. I mean, I don't have money to splurge, but Spaz 2, Space Pirates and Zombies. I think it's such a cool game, and it has online multiplayer. I'm like, oh yeah.
Nope. All right, this is what I want. I don't want anybody to listen to Yogi right now. Listen to the podcast or you're live. All right, don't listen to him. No. We're not buying any games, guys, until Rainbow Six Siege comes out. Okay,
Yeah,
save
but
up.
it's a different kind of game.
Save up for the game, guys. We don't care about pirates and zombies. We want Rainbow Six Siege. Save up your money for that, guys. If you don't get it, I'm gonna laugh at you. Just saying.
Now,
I've already got it
does
pre-ordered.
Rainbow Six Siege have spaceships?
No.
They already lost.
Shit. Son.
No, that game is pretty dope.
Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, Spaz 2. How much is it? How much is it gonna be? Is it free?
I think it's gonna be like $10
$10.
range. Yeah. From what I've seen, like it's kind of like, it reminds me of like Armada Online, but with, like more polished, and like instead of doing more multiple game modes, it's more focused on like the multiplayer. I think it's PvE from what I saw. It might be PvP. It looks neat. It looks neat to me. It's like something I've always wanted to see. Like I love Armada Online, but Mark and Roger, they're like so spread thin, and you know it's really hard to gain traction with those projects when you're bootstrapping it. These guys already have a previous version, Spaz, SPAZ, but now they have Spaz 2.
Hey,
I don't know. It looked really cool. Like you customize the ships and everything.
I want to talk to Mr. Bean too. I would like to get a copy of Choice Chamber. Because people are actually asking for it on the stream. Like, hey, you play Choice Chamber? No. You should. Okay. What is it? And then they have to remind me, well, Yogi plays it all the time. Okay, yeah, that Choice Chamber. Okay, yeah. I don't have one.
I'll try to stream Choice Chamber more often, but you know, if you guys want to see Choice Chamber, you gotta dogpile on the channel. Like it's not as fun when there's only like 10 to 20 people. It needs to be you gotta get at least like 30, 40 people in it to get it really hype. Cause like most of the time people like go AFK, they start watching porn, they go take a shit, whatever they're doing, they're distracted, and then it's like the same few people start voting at any given time. You really gotta get people really involved in that. But yeah, I've been working with Mr. Bean. Good old Mr. Bean, the one Mr. Bean.
Well, you tell him next time you talk to him that Obi-Wan X2 would like to speak to him. Please. In that same voice.
Well, I have copies of Choice Chambers, but they're for the pot of prizes right now.
Well, there you go. Say, hey, my co-host on HorsePLAY Live would love to play that.
I'm not gonna hit him up anymore. I don't want to take abuse of my relationship. We'll see.
All right, I'll message him and I'll email him and say,
No,
Yogi
don't.
told me to ask you.
No, leave him alone. He's been good to the show. He's been supporting us. I think he even retweeted the giveaway. You know. By the way, fun fact, Michael,
It's
one
like-
Mr. Bean,
It's like, Obi, don't fuck this up.
when he's not developing video games, like he's really big on the flash game thing and the game jams. When he's not doing that stuff, he's actually a big speedrunner. Did you know that? And he loves Smash Brothers. Like he's actually competitive in Smash Brothers. He's a cool dude. He's been around the game development circuit. You know, if you look up Studio Bean, there's a lot of like crap that comes up that has nothing to do with his video games. But if you look up the one Mr. Bean, he has a blog, and then it shows you all the different Flash games that he did and whatnot. He's really big on Flash. I think he's starting to transition things over to Java and whatnot because it's more cross-platform, whatever. Plus, Adobe Air kind of sucks. Yeah. Am I losing you, Obi?
Nope.
Oh, you look like you're about to pass out there.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Oh, BFT just shared real life Mount Your Friends experience. I'm scared to click on any of the links. I'm gonna wait till after the show.
No, it's fine. It's a picture of a human pyramid with soldiers.
Oh, okay.
It's fine.
I'm scared. I'm scared that one of these days I'm gonna like open it up and it's gonna be penises. Mount Your Friends. Where are the dongles? You need to insert your own dongles. I'm kidding. Don't do that. So, you know, we have to get some dust off. The dust off action. It's been a while since we just talked about what we've been playing. But I think we pretty much done that. Talking about Heroes of the Storm and Smite. I know you've been playing CS:GO again.
Oh, dude, I have a plethora of games I've been playing this week.
Yeah.
Lately, anyway.
And I think you've dusted off
Yes.
in particular.
Yes. Diablo 3 has been dusted off growingly. Guys, all right, if you guys haven't seen it yet, I still have to highlight it on my stream. Go to Obi-Wan X2's stream. Okay, we went from 1 to 70. Okay, hardcore. These were they were hardcore characters. 1 to 70 in 32 minutes and 12 seconds. I got that guy on my friends list, and he says anytime you need a run, just let him know. And I was like, dude, sweet. I might have more people coming into play, but you know, we want to get 70 and have fun. Well, we did all this. I went in, started playing, and I had my demon hunter all 70'd and all geared out. I went in to do a daily quest, and I got steamrolled. Died. Heroic. Hardcore. So the needless to say that I'm pretty pissed about it. So
Yeah, but you guys power leveled in 30 minutes to level 70.
yeah.
Dude, what the heck were you doing? I was watching your stream, and gosh, it's tempting me because I played the shit out of Diablo D2X. I played the shit out of it, and you guys are like, "Oh, come on!" I'm surprised you're even playing this. Stop it! Stop making me feel like a scrub. I don't want to get into it. My gameplay is full, and I can't afford it. I'm gonna be honest. I can't afford it right now. Money wise and time wise, I can't do it. But it's like so tempting. But you were like standing there. You're standing there.
Basically, when you go into you have a guy make a level 1 torment 6, okay, and
you were just standing there, right?
Yeah, that's all we were doing. We were standing at the entrance, and then he'd clear everything out, and so he'd go teleport onto me. We'd teleport to him. Once everybody's there, he'd go into the next area, kill everything, and by the time he's done with the dungeon or the level or the rift or whatever he was doing, we'd go up from, like, we were level 18. I was like, yeah, we're level 18 now. Oh, I'm sorry, level 23. Because we got like 11 million experience for doing a rift. And him just blowing it all up. And he's a monk. He's geared out like a son of a bitch. Dude, like I said, once we get geared out...
it's a high-level dude doing... Oh, that's why.
So we just stay at the door, and you don't move. You do not move. And then basically he just runs around, kills everything, because as long as you're in the same instance as he is, you can get the experience, and you don't have to be right next to him.
Yeah, it's basic power leveling.
But
that's why I'm looking at you just like sitting there, and I'm watching you level up. Like, you've gained experience. I'm like, what the? You've gained the level. Like, What are you doing? I don't get it. Are you guys jerking each other off to level up? I don't. Like,
Oh,
three
level
people.
2.
I saw like 2 or 3 of you standing atop each other. Like, what am I missing here? This is some new game mode. There's like a staring contest. Like, don't move. Oh, you blinked. I win.
Fatal. Path of Exile. Greater than Diablo 3. It's free to play, just saying. Dude, I will play that game again, but I
That's what I think I'm gonna do is get back into Path of Exile and play that.
But guys, for those that do have Diablo 3, we're tomorrow, myself and Beastman, Beastman, well, and Rob from the Worst Radio Show we're gonna do season 2 seasonal characters. So if you guys want to be involved with that, we're gonna get those power leveled as well. So
those are seasonal ladders.
Yes. We're going to get those power leveled as well if we can. If not, we're going to just be going through, and we're probably going to be making normals just so if we do die, because we're going to be pushing it pretty hard. If we do die, we're not like starting over again. So.
You know, I just realized how old Diablo 2 is, that when it first came out, disk drives were still a thing. And I remember we used to do open BattleNet because we got tired when BattleNet finally implemented a stupid thing where if you don't play for 60 or 90 days, I forget what it was back then, but still, whether it was 60 or 90 days, like if you don't play for that amount of time, your character would get deleted off the server. Like, really? That's so stupid. So I said, you know what? Let's stick to open BattleNet and we'll just play private servers together, so we don't have the hackers come in and whatnot.
Yeah. And
that's what we did, and we would just take our diskettes and go to do LAN parties. Save your character on the diskette. You know, it was like a small file, couple of files you just copy over from the Diablo data drive, and bring it over to your friends. How you have little Diablo 2 LAN parties. It was great. You know, good times.
Yep. But a few other games that we dusted off this week was, and I hate to say this, and guys, don't hate me. I'm sorry. I fell. So, League of Legends. But needless to say, I've done 4 ranked games just trolling, or just trying to fuck around and just see what the, competition is for the bronze, Elo Hell. And I'm 4 in a row. So I'm 4-0 in my provisionals already, so. And of course, you guys, you want to check out Laney Bear 23. If you guys need a support, go off and say, I need a support. If you're an ADC, if you're a good ADC, she is a hell of a support. She will support you until you can't be supported anymore. That's Laney Bear 23 on Twitch.
Yes. She's also a handy dandy graphic designer. If you need overlays done, hit her up. She'll hook you up. Let her know that the Geeky Anti-Screw sent you.
I still need mine too.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I asked you to send me stuff.
I've already sent it to you twice. I gotta send it again. I guess I'll do it. But
no, but tell me exactly what you want for one thing, because every time Obi hears graphic design, he's like, "Oh, hit me up after the show." I'm like, what do you need done anymore? Like, you're like asking everybody for services.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not gonna double the work. Let me know exactly what you need from me, cause then I'm not gonna bust my ass making the hotness, and then you'd be like, "Oh, lol, I already have that." I would drop kick you.
All right, I'll tell you again after the show.
Okay.
I just need the Sunday Dose one from you, because you already know that the Sunday Dose includes. I mean, you already know. We put chat in. So it's all good. No.
Just let me know what you envision. You're
busy as fuck, dude. I'm not really worried about. I mean, you're busy as hell. I got Fatal making me some stuff. So.
But let me know what you have, what kind of ideas you have envisioned to give me something to go on.
Okay.
If not, I'll make it crazy. I just if I'm in a mood for like Kirby or My Little Pony, I'll make some like crazy My Little Pony or Kirby shit, and maybe Kirby eating your video window and trying to suck you into his belly so you could acquire the Obi beard powers. Actually, that'd be kind of hot. That actually would be kind of tight. For Kirby sucking up a video window, and then like all of a sudden you see him animated, and the Obi beard pops out. Dude, don't steal that, people.
If you can do it, dude, I want it.
That'd be tight. Damn.
It would be.
Or My Little
But
Pony could be like a unicorn farting out.
all right, we're out of
rainbows.
time, dude. Let me finish this.
Okay.
Basically, but not doing too many more. I mean, of course, we're playing Counter-Strike, Heroes, and I've recently started playing Star Wars: The Old Republic with Rob as well. Smite, playing a little bit of BioShock, first person. Diablo 3, of course. Tom Clancy's Don't Starve Together, and I've actually been playing a lot of Worms as well. Worms Revolution. That's kind of hard to. I don't. It's like a first person game because nobody plays it
Worms.
online.
Yeah.
What about you, Yog?
I miss when you used to be able to customize the worms to get them to say random shit when they would die.
You can do that in Revolution.
Oh, you still can't do it? Okay, cool. That's like one of the staples of worms, like making them say stupid things like, "You killed my father. Prepare to die." Ugh.
What have you been dust off this week, Yog?
Yeah, all of the above. I got back into League of Legends, but I'm also getting back into Dota 2. And lots of Heroes of the Storm and Hearthstone. You know, the usual offenders.
Mhm.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
pretty much it. Speedrunners, good times, yeah. So, you ready to wrap this up? We're gonna move on.
Yeah.
You get me? I gotta go? All right, let's go. Let's do it.
All right, guys. HorsePLAY Live is everywhere you can listen to and or download awesome podcasts, including allgames.com. Woot! Please take a few minutes to thumbs up, favorite, subscribe, share. Even better, guys, we would love some reviews and comments. Please do that. It's quick, it's easy, it really helps us out. You guys have no idea. Thanks to everyone that has been promoting our content. We love you. Oh. Like Eye Candy, guys, we do videos too. You guys can check us out on YouTube at youtube.com/Geeky Antics. And, of course, do the highlights right here on twitch.tv/Geeky Antics as well. Here on Geeky Antics Network, in collaboration with United Broadcasting Network and All Games Radio Network, we have tons of shows covering a wide spectrum of topics. We can't possibly plug all of them, guys, because I will do it actually. So, but you guys can check out the full podcast lineup at geekyantics.net/schedule. Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays are our biggest podcasting and streaming days for now. But everything's growing, guys. We're growing like crazy. We're growing like weeds. We got new streamers coming in that want to stream. We got 3 new streamers right here in chat just alone that haven't streamed yet, haven't started yet, but they're going to. That's Fatal, that's BFT9000, and I think Lord Rakdos said he was going to do it at one point. So,
Eventually. Yeah, you know, we haven't said this in a while, but support game developers and publishers that aren't complete assholes about getting free marketing. Because, you know, we've been hearing a lot about stuff about Nintendo and Microsoft cracking down on how you name your YouTube videos or what kind of stuff you stream or make videos of. Or Nintendo really doesn't get social media. They don't get the online culture at all. And that's evident in everything they do. And now they want 30% of people's commissions off of, like, ad revenues and all that shit. And, you know, fuck them. So, a nice little handy-dandy site that explains the Let's Play space, which Let's Play is sometimes a misnomer, but it, you know, this breaks it down. Is you go to letsplay.wikia.com, and it'll show you some of the safer games to stream. There's other resources too. There probably might be better resources. Also, I think people are still using the hashtag #WhoLet'sPlay, so you could find out which games are safe to stream. And also maybe the games that have a good niche audience, perhaps, you know, to help you avoid getting the YouTube timeout, getting muted, or worse, getting banned, you know, suspended or completely banned. But you know what? Play it safe and just support indie games and small studios because they are usually really cool about it and they will actually pay you or support you the way they should because you're putting in work to create content to promote their brand. They're the people that win the most, no matter how much you make off the videos, you know. Anyway, and we already talked about the reward unlocked. The Star Wars Humble Bundle mini giveaway has been unlocked, and this one's just gonna be a draw from amongst the comments. So just go over to bit.ly/mega awesome giveaway, leave a comment, and then we will choose a random winner from that comments area. Ideally, try to be registered on the site. If you're having trouble registering, make sure you let me know at YogiZilla. I know someone earlier today told me they had trouble registering. I'm still trying to mess with security to keep it from like bots registering and spamming. But If you have trouble registering, let me know. But you can still leave a comment as long as you have a valid email attached to that comment, or use your WordPress.com account. It's something we can track back to you. Leave comments in the main comment area, and then we'll pick the winner from there.